Yeah, I'd rather duck than I thought.
Jason wants to know, he'd like to know your vehicle history.
My vehicle history? You want to start from the beginning? All right, when I grew up in Germany, when I was in high school, I had a Mercedes 350 SLC scale. But then when I came to the States, I played 1 year of high school football. I was in Houston at Westbury High School. For 5 years, you guys to beat us at Bel Air. You were in Bel Air High School to beat us at Westbury. But for 5 months, I went to Westbury High School, and my dad, and I had no car. So then in college, I had a powder blue Ford Festiva, and it had a pink wave down the side. And the girls used to laugh at me, which was a motivating tool, so that I could afford a nicer car. So when I left college, the first car I bought a GMC Typhoon, which was a fast truck. Then I had a Toyota Supra Turbo. Then I had a Mercedes S500. I've had a Mercedes SLR convertible. I've had an SLS. I've had Super Marios. I've had a Phantom. I've had a Maybach. I've had a convertible G-Wagon. I've had a G55. I've had a G500. I've had a 930 turbo Porsche roof, 1986. I've had a 1978 Aston Martin Volante convertible. I've had 3 Vanquishes, 1 burned to the ground. and the one car that I sold that bugs me to this day, that I got rid of it, is a Lamborghini LM002.
Well, get you another one. No problem.
Be careful how you say that now. You won't forget. Get it at the same price I gave it away for. But yeah, I had a Lamborghini LM002, and I've just been I'm a big car guy, man. I mean, you work hard. You work hard for a reason. You work hard to take care of your family, and you work hard to enjoy yourself and enjoy some things. And one of my vices.
Well, when you're one of the greatest ever, you can afford to. You can open up your own dealership.
I've just kept quite a few open. I've just been very lucky. I've been very, very lucky. You've been great from the beginning. We love having you here, and that's why every time you're here, I always tell everybody that Daddy's home. And I love you, I love having you here, and I want to know if you would do us the honor of considering being the co-host on a permanent basis. And I said, stop. You had me at consider. So I did that, and then I just had to suppress we hugged and everything and shook hands, and then I had to suppress my whole, smile. Then I got in the car to leave, and my business partner was with me, and she says, "So what happened?" I go, "Well, I didn't do it. I didn't get it. They told me I was out of it." She starts cursing at me. But I had to break it down. And that was it. I mean, it's like a family there. It's not a lot of people. It's like 20-something, 30 people that work on the show totally. So it's a small family. So the way they did it was in an intimate way, which I appreciated. And there wasn't a lot of fanfare. And before it was announced, I knew like a month or two. So I'm sitting around hearing, okay, this guy's gonna get the job, that guy's gonna get the job. Then in your heart you start going, they took it away, right? So, but it worked out. It worked out fast.
That you are today, the person that you are, and pay tribute to your dad.
Now my dad was boxing, all army boxing. He fought Ken Norton twice when Ken Norton was in the ring. He he was one. He tells me he was one and one. His dad can't say he made me up. But dad says he was 1-1 against Kent North. And my dad was not a football player. He told me his one football story. He caught an interception in high school, and he was a D-lineman. And he always remembered watching the running back, and the coach would say, "Chop your feet, chop your feet." So he caught the interception. He's chopping his feet, but he was running in place. He was not moving. So I didn't take any football advice from my dad, but one thing I did learn from him is how to work hard. And my dad was pretty amazing. When I was about 13 years old, my brothers used to call me Bob. And Bob meant booty on back. They said, "Your butt's so big you can reach for your wallet like that." I mean, they had all these jokes on me. And I was just cry. I was a 14-year-old kid on the youngest of 6. And I started doing a Jane Fonda tape. We do the knee raises, buddy, I'm on 40. And my dad saw me do that, and I would do the person walk, push-up, and sit-up. And I started working out. He said, "I'll work out with you in the gym." But he saw how committed I was. And I worked out with my dad for the next 4 years. No plans on playing football. I'm just working out with him. And I did not always feel like doing it. My dad would say, he put together these programs like Muscle and Fitness magazine, and go, "One day it'll pay off, you'll see." And he sent me to Houston, 5 months, 1 scholarship. And when I was at Texas Southern University, he would say to me, "When you're in the NFL." My dad never once said if. It was never a doubt in his mind, which is something I try to relate to my kids, because now I think back, he never told me if I did something. It was always when. And that was the biggest influence. He spent so much time with me. He believed in me. He let me believe in myself. And he never doubted me when I doubted myself. And that's a great thing.
I know a certain sportscaster who would take great pride. Of course, I'm at the end of the line before it's
I have a feeling you're available.
Yeah. But you haven't thought about it at all?
I haven't. Matter of fact, I heard about I think it's 150 they start out with. They go down to 27. And then I think in January they go to 15, and then you find out it's the Super Bowl. But I didn't know that I was in the second round until I looked at my Twitter feed. I'm like, oh, that's great. But to me, I don't make a big deal of that stuff until it happens. I think I'm afraid of being disappointed, so I don't get too excited. I don't want to be disappointed. But I mean, I'm just honored because I look at the list of players who've been going to the Hall of Fame or on that list, and I think to myself, these guys are incredible. I mean, Larry Allen and Jonathan Ogden and Warren Sapp. And as a player, I never looked at myself as matching up with those guys. I always felt like I was climbing up the hill trying to catch them.
Come on, Michael.
No, I'm being completely.
I know too many offensive linemen that disagree with that.
I'm not feeding in young. I really never thought as a player. I felt like I was always on an uphill climb to try to prove something. And but the Hall of Fame is to be included. It was amazing, and I talked to Howard Long about it, Terry and Bradshaw. And Howard just says to me, you're gonna cry. If you make it in, you're gonna cry. And I'm like, He says, you know what? When you talk about your family, you'll cry. And I said, okay, if you give me that way out, only about my family I can cry. I think I just might cry.
Miss the sport.
Do I miss football? Yeah. I went to the game Monday night. I got back to New York at 3 in the morning Monday, did the show that morning, ran around, flew to DC that night, went to the game, watched the Giants lose against the Redskins, and the whole time I'm on the sideline, like, give me my jersey, I will run RG3 down. If it's just a regular tackle and you're in the pile, it's one thing. If it's a team you hate, or if they're the fumble and you see those guys going after the ball, then they're not just going after the football. Let's put it that way. Any ball you can grab, you can grab it and squeeze as hard as you can, because somebody will let go and get up. So that is guys that are choking and poking and. There's anything twisted ankles and wrists and fingers and whatever it takes to get the ball. That's it. Yeah. And you hear guys screaming, but it's a different type of scream. There's a certain type of scream for a guy who's just getting his hands screaming than a guy who's hurt. And when you hear a guy who's hurt, everybody gets up immediately. When you hear a guy who's screaming in the body, my hand, he's just hurt. They ain't screaming, that's not that bad. Somebody just got a body, it's an uncomfortable part. But all that happens, yes, it does.
Now, Michael is one of the all-time trash talkers in the league.
What?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah. You sound like you in the bottom of the pile a couple of times, huh?
I did not talk unless I was talked to.
And when they talk to you?
Yeah, it is, so I talk. And I love talking smack. Let me tell you something. There's nothing better than I am more fearful of a snake or a spider than I am of a 350-pound guy who walked up in my face. Because I know I can beat you. I can beat you, no doubt in my mind to this day. When I'm in the locker room, and I'm not much smaller than when I played my last 3 years in the league. I was bigger as I was younger. In the last 3 years, 12 through 15, by 13 through 15 years, I was like 247 to 252 pounds. Wasn't that big. But walking around the locker room, we walk around guys going, I didn't know guys made people this big. Like 6'7", 6'8", 330, 350. It's not fat. And I felt small. But once we put on those pads, and I put that helmet on, different person. Attitude, everything. I don't care. You can't beat me. There's no way you'll beat me. The bigger you are, the better. Because the bigger the guy that beat, the bigger the embarrassment, and the better I was doing it. So it was your mentality was totally changed. And but there's nothing better than looking at a 350-pound guy and tell him, I'm going to put you on the ground. I mean, I was a clean player, but I couldn't stand. I couldn't stand when the play is over and you're both standing there. We're not even in the play. They tackled the guy over there. And you let go and the guy kind of gives you that little extra push like that. How when your brother goes like that? Yeah. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. That would set me up. And there was nothing better than literally grabbing him and just being strong and throwing a big down the ground, making a play, and I'm not even going to talk to him. No, yeah, they always hold there. But I'm not even going to talk to the running back I just tackled. I would tackle the running back, get up and look at me and say, I told you what I was going to do. You can't stop me. And just to feel so powerful. And there's nothing, the only thing better than that is sacking the quarterback. And I know, you're Patriots and Brady, you know Tom. Yeah. And like when you're rushing the quarterback and you come around the corner and you're getting close to him and you're standing there like this, and in your head you have a clock because these guys are time. They get that and they get rid of it. And even if they have nowhere to go with it, then they start to look around and it gets thrown away. So you have like split seconds to beat that guy, get there. But as I get close to me, I'm like, I got it. The closer I get, the faster I say, got it. To eventually hit it. And a lot of times you don't know if he's held the ball, if he threw it, until you hear the crowd. Because once you put your hand down, you can't hear 8,000 people screaming. You're so focused that I can hear a linebacker telling me to call or calling out the play. I can hear these guys talking to the quarterback, and I can hear guys breathing. I can't hear 80,000 people screaming. But the second the play is over, it's like they crank the volume on your stereo to max. And that's the only way you know if you sack the quarterback. But it's such a good feeling to hit those guys. And you land on them, and you just hear them go, There is nothing like that. Did you not? That's what I miss, man.
Did you ever yell across the line of scrimmage at a lineman or a quarterback and say, here I come, there's nothing you can do about it, I'm going to put you on your A-square-S?
Of course.
Or, I remember when you set the record for sacks. And of course, that was against Brett, wasn't it? And they said Brett was running for cover. He saw you coming, he decided, I'm going down.
But the guy I sacked the most, the guy I enjoyed sacking the most was Donovan McNabb. It's the Eagles. You're an Eagles And it wasn't, and I don't know if it was exactly your cutoff. I don't know if it was exactly Donovan, but I had to go against John Runyon. And John Runyon was a guy that's a Tennessee Titans, that the Eagles brought in from Tennessee to block me. Like, I felt like it was personal. So I tried my best to embarrass him every time I could. And he was one of the toughest guys I've ever been against. So every sack on Donovan I appreciated. And I don't know, man, it's just so many, it's nothing better. Like, I look back and Aikman and you know, all these guys, you get a chance to sack. Like Tom Brady, he feels soft. Brady's so beautiful, you land on, he's comfortable, trust me. So, what can I say?
Going along those same lines, do you think that there are too many rules that have been put in to protect quarterbacks like Brady?
Well, you know, a lot of people say, well, how can you protect the quarterback more?
It's fine.
Just put on in a red jersey and say you can't hit them. Because now you really can't. I would have been fined my salary for hitting quarterback the way they get fined. And they love to say, oh, he's in a defenseless position. Well, everybody out there is in a defenseless position. And they want to protect the quarterback. It's very simple. It's business. Nobody wants to see a bad quarterback playing for a team. They don't want to see a team with a bad quarterback because that means the team horrible. I mean, I watched that Jets-Cardinals game last week. I wanted to turn the channel when I had to watch it. It was horrible. So nobody wanted to see a bad quarterback. So they want to protect those guys as much as they can from a business aspect, which I understand. But there are a lot of things you can do to protect everybody. The chop blocks and all these other things, they can eliminate that. Because no need the guy who's 20 or 30 years old who has to walk with a cane. And who, after they're done playing, they can't get around. They're not mobile. They're just beat to death because of a lot of things that go on out there. So a lot of different rules I think you can change that aren't necessarily geared for the quarterback, but just geared for the players overall.
Now, what about the kids at home? What do they see you as just being a superstar?
My kid?
Yeah.
Please.
Or do they see you as
Please. My twin, my youngest, I have 4 kids, and my fiance, Nicole, she has 5. So we have 9 kids together. Yeah, 5 kids. But you know, most of them are older. We have, you know, my kids, my daughter's 21. She's about to graduate from college. My son's 18 in senior high school, and then I have twin girls who are 8. And Nicole's daughter's 22, she has a son who's 20, another daughter who's 18, a daughter who's 12, and a daughter who's 10. So we only have the twins who are 8, the 10, and the 12-year-old. The other ones, once they get a car, they can care less. give them money in the car, and they don't want to see you in the car. So my twins, they come to the show, and they'll say, Daddy, we want to go to the Kelly show. Huh? Yeah, we want to go to the Kelly show. You know, Daddy's like, yeah, we want to go to the Kelly show. Daddy does not exist. Daddy just, I'm there, but I'm not there. They don't even acknowledge that I'm part of the show. And the older kids, I love it because I think it's something of when your kids see you work hard, I think it's important. I don't think, it doesn't matter what you can afford or what you can buy them and what you can buy yourself. I think there's something for kids to see their value in hard work and seeing your parents work hard and knowing that they can have whatever they need and always will or whatever, but to see your kids see your example and work hard themselves. And I don't have to have the kids ask for everything, you know, always give me this and give me that. They want to prove, I guess, to us that they can kind of do things on their own. And they work hard at it, which as a parent makes you proud because you see that they truly follow, I guess, examples.
Well, how does it feel, Michael, when you know you are a trendsetter? You're breaking ground. You're paving the way for a lot of us, because a lot of us who are former athletes who are just trying to do whatever it is we're trying to do, We look up to you, and I mean this in all sincerity. We look up to this man because, as I mentioned before, he stands for everything that's good about being a man. We all know we've got skeletons. This gentleman, I remember one time, one of the first times I saw him, he said, you know, I like what you do. He said, just keep doing it. He said, we need you to do what you do. This came from Michael Strahan. Okay? He didn't have a son.
I said, I'm like, in hell, I mean, you kidding me?
No.
What's going to be on his interview? You start crying up here together or something.
You never know. But I'd like you to talk about, you know, how you feel and what it does for you as an individual to know that there are others who admire you and say, you know what? I grew up, I want to be like my or try to do some of the things.
You know what? To even hear that is weird. I truly don't think. I never, like my football career, I never, I don't know, when people go, you did this and that, and now the whole Hall of Fame thing that's coming up, I don't feel like I'm old enough. Like I don't feel like, I left football after 15 years, right after winning the Super Bowl, and I still could have played a few more years. I feel like I can play now. So maybe that's what doesn't allow me to think that I've accomplished that much. And I feel like in sportscasting, that was a lane that I think if you're an athlete and you show personality, they automatically say, oh, he'd be good on TV. But what they mean is, he'll be good talking about football. Or he'll be good talking about basketball. And to do what I'm doing now is totally different on pop culture and more interviewing and actors and personalities and musicians. And oh yeah, I did Elf the other day. That was even more weird. But it's just all these new experiences are new to me, so I haven't allowed myself a chance to sit here back and think, okay, you're setting this trend for this or that, because I just always think there's somebody more talented, somebody more harder than me. That's what I always thought as a player. That's what I think now. And more than anything, I just want to make my family proud. I want to make my parents proud. I want my family to be able to look and say, okay, they can walk around with their head up high. And my dad can, as he does, but I'm James Strahan, no microphone. And I want him to be able to say that and not have to hold that back.
Go see the Kelly Show.
Yeah, go see the Kelly Show. Thankful for you guys to sit here and listen to me ramble for the last hour, I guess. But thank you so much, and thank you for your questions. And I truly am so appreciative of being here and you guys. As far as all my career stuff, I really feel like I'm just one of the luckiest men in the world. I get to do something I love to do with people that I love to do it with. And I'm just glad if you watch football on Sunday and you watch our show, I hope you enjoy that. And if you watch live every morning, I hope you enjoy that too. And because they're real, they're authentic, and we don't fund anything, and we just let it hang out there for everybody to see. And if I didn't answer your question, I'm sorry. If I did, then I hope it was a good enough answer. And if you haven't done it already, hopefully you buy Lamborghinis when you walk out of here. So thank you all very